Going to talk about the Remco sound effects machine, FX machine, sound effects. FX. Remember that movie? I think Brian Dennehy was in it. Anyway, it has nothing to do with that movie. This was released in, I looked online. A lot of people say 1981. The copyright is 1979, so it probably hit stores somewhere in the 80s. It ran through 81. I don't think it lasted too long. I don't think it was very successful because they're really kind of hard to find. But what was this Remco sound effects machine? And how did it make your Star Wars toys have sound? Well, first, let's look at the box. It's a pretty cool box. As you can see, it doesn't really make your toy make sound. It's not like something you hook onto the toy itself. It's just a sound box that had a lot of sounds that you would use while playing with your toys. Again, a land speeder. It probably had that sound. We're going to look at some of the sounds it had, but I don't know if that was one of them. I know it's a helicopter sound. I don't know why you want to make your land speeder sound like a helicopter, but maybe it's the closest sound you could come up with. Now, this thing did, according to the box, it had a limited 90-day warranty. 90-day warranty. Just like my raincoat. And the warranty didn't cover defects caused by abuse or unreasonable usage of the unit. Again, like my raincoat. It sold for around $15. Some magazines, some catalogs at that time have it up to about $20, but it's usually right around the $15, $16 range, which is about a $50, $60 a day, so it wasn't some cheap thing you just picked up at the store. Now, some other companies did come out with their sound machines. It wasn't like the major toy companies, or some of the smaller toy companies came out with some that was about $3, and you only got limited sound. This thing had a lot of sound, and you could almost make your own sound. What it was, a bunch of knobs, and you could change the pitch of each sound and, make it sound a little different. You're like, I don't like that laser. Pew, pew, pew. I don't like that. I want it to go pew, pew. You just turn it down a little bit, change it around a little bit. I know it's probably hard. You're probably thinking, what are you talking about? How does a little box make sound? Well, you know how?
It's Remco's sound effects machine. 9-volt battery not included.
There he goes on a motorcycle.
Just look in the manual and program the dials.
Into the helicopter.
You can create thousands of sounds and act out different adventures.
An artillery attack.
And with the sound effects machine, you can invent your own sounds.
What's that? I think it's a UFO.
The sound effects machine comes with instructions for dozens of sounds, plus extra blank sound charts. New from Remco.